Welcome to the November issue of Behind the Japan Headlines. I'm sure you've been eagerly waiting since the last one, but let me get to it. First is really noticeable since Power Trading Week last month, which had a record 550 attending and a couple hundred on video, broke the record. We're seeing in the last couple of years a trickle of 2, 3, maybe 4 firms entering a year, not more than that. But after Power Week, it looks like it's going to be a gold rush to get into Japan over the next couple of years because the interest level has increased dramatically. Sound the alarm. Capacity's tight. Octo didn't forecast enough 4 years ago. Shocking. So I'm wondering if somebody at Medi will be on TV again begging the citizens to use less. We'll see. In related, the government anticipating high rates starting in January for the first 3 months of next year, are planning another subsidy. They just stopped one last month based on high prices. So it's kind of odd that the government keeps bailing the customers out of high prices so that they don't have the sticker shock of reality. So the MOE defined what a green bond means, mostly because there's a lot of confusion amongst the various international banking and various governments, what green actually means. So the MOE tried to define it because even within Japan banks, different definitions of what green means. So the government promises to publish GX 2040, which is a vision statement around what they see energy being in the future. This moves pretty quick because the elections were just over last month, and the shuffling of who's on first, which minister is just finalized. So the first thing on some of their agendas is getting an energy vision out the door. That'll be the basis for next year's energy plan put out by Medi and approved by the government. That's due probably, I would say, latest March. So this is a bit novel. Extend, which is a new firm based on Sumitomo Mitsui Financial Group and Enichain. Their whole focus is providing hedging for fuel prices to utilities and generators. Maybe it's the beginning of the end of fuel cost adjustment. We can only hope. So the next item, a nuclear waste facility opened. It's supposed to be temporary. However, they plan to store it for 50 years. I don't know how temporary it is, but hey, let's go with temporary. So in positive trading news, Tocom hit record highs, which is good. They're still not where EEX is, but they're still better than where they were. A lot of that has to do with they finally got around to market maker incentives. We'll actually see now that next month the JJ link with linking Tocom to JEPIX, how that fares with even more volume. I predict that'll be a positive. So one of the rating agencies in Japan listed the top 15 large firms at risk of going bankrupt. 2 of those were utilities, Chukoku and Kyushu, because they sustained huge losses when the LNG prices went nuts and fuel cap wasn't lifted. I don't personally think either one of them are at risk of being bankrupt, but I'm not a rating agency. So the battery boom is underway. It's still in infancy. We know Octo put out an auction for a lot of utility scale storage, which is now on a drawing board to be built to be more auctioned. But I think the real boom is going to come from behind the meter end users. Last year, 3 million customers installed solar on premise. It's a natural assumption that many of them will follow up with a battery. That's it for this month. Thanks for watching.